All right. Claressa Shields took a big hit in the public opinion. She has a lot of people defending her for what happened to Ali Bashir. Some more information has come out in the news. Definitely want to talk about that in this video. Let's talk about it. All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Also, I want to say thank you to all my supporters that come by, check out the videos, watch the videos to the end, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, thank you to everybody that is a member of the Patreon community and comes by OG Boxing Talk on Sunday with myself, KQKC Boxing, Blood Boxing, and Curtis Anderson. All right, man, let's get into this. This is what we talked about. Had a real heated conversation, not heated, but a disagreement in the panel of OG Boxing Talk about what happened with Claressa Shields this weekend. And also in the comment sections of the different videos that I've done before, some new information has come out, or at least reports have come out that the person that was responsible for hitting Ali Bashir after that, after the pre-weigh-in was Claressa Shields' brother. Now, that still has to be verified by the police. That has not actually, been verified by them, but that's what people are saying. And I want to talk about this because there were so many people that have come on my comment sections, in the comments in my community setting. Look, man, let me go through the background first and then tell you. I'll start with this. Stop trying to defend the dude. Stop trying to defend the dude that hit that old man. Okay? Just stop. As soon as you do that, you're just on the moral low ground. It's not possible to defend that. Okay? Let's go through the facts first, though. Ali Bashir got into an argument at a pre-weigh-in with Claressa Shields' sister. He said a bunch of stuff to Claressa Shields' sister that was obnoxious, that was rude, that was threatening, and he shouldn't have done that. Ali Bashir gets off of the stage. Everything is done. He's not talking to his sister. Sister's not talking to him. From what we know, somebody walks up, sucker punches Ali Bashir, busts his teeth out, busts a bunch of teeth out of his mouth, breaks his jaw, lacerates. He's got to have plastic surgery on his lips, all kind of stuff. The fight winds up getting canceled because the opponent of Claressa Shields cannot fight without her trainer in the corner. Now, fight's blown for Showtime, money's blown for Claressa Shields, and Claressa Shields has a public relations nightmare. I think that I've laid out those facts fair and square, not leaning too heavily one way, leaning too heavily the other way. Now, if this is her brother that was a part of that, that seems to me to be could be reasonably interpreted as a member of her team having done it. If her sister's up on the stage as part of the team, then the brother that came there with him, more than likely came there with him, would also be considered part of the team. However, this is why I say you got to pick your arguments carefully. I don't know that to be true. I can throw all that by the wayside. I can give to whoever might want to defend Claressa Shields from my issues that I have with it and say Claressa Shields didn't hit the man. Claressa Shields can't control everybody in the crowd. Just because it's her brother doesn't mean that she should be held responsible. All that good stuff. Now, I could say otherwise for the reasons that I have said otherwise, but still, I might be able to walk away on that and say, you know what? Reasonable people can disagree as to what should happen as a result of that altercation. Let me tell you what reasonable people cannot disagree with. In my opinion, it's defending somebody sucker punching a senior citizen. As soon as you start doing that, you lose all credibility. The second you start doing that, you lose credibility. Just because somebody makes you mad does not give you the right to blast out their teeth, to break their jaw. Saying something to somebody is not the same thing as punching somebody. And at a certain point in time in your life, you have to realize that that's the case. Otherwise, what kind of civilization are we going to live in where, hey, man, it's just okay. I said something about your mother. You don't like it. I turn my back on you. You break my head. You bust me in the back of the head with a bat. Hey, you shouldn't have said that about my mother. Well, yeah, I shouldn't have said that about your mother, but that does not justify you hitting me upside the head with a bat. Okay? It's not it's not equal. If you want to say something about my mother and I say something to you about your mother, hey man, we both talking about each other's mother. I can't get mad at you if I'm talking about your mother, if you turn around and talk about my mother. But if putting somebody at risk of violence, if you put your hands on somebody else, then you're in the wrong. If you did not feel as if that man or that woman was going to harm you. And that's just talking about what goes on between two men. That's just between two men, between two people who both should be able to defend themselves, both two adult men, not children, not an adult man and a child, not an adult man and a woman that ain't put her hands on you, and not a adult man and a senior citizen man or woman. Where some of you guys have got stuff where I disagree with you, and you can live your life obviously however you want to live your life. But where I disagree with the people that come to the comment section is that you say, hey, I don't care how old this guy is. He shouldn't have been popping off at the mouth like that. He should have expected what he got. Yeah, maybe he should have expected what he got. Yeah, if you're running your mouth off, you should know that there's a chance of that happening. But whoever actually does it, they need to be held responsible. Because the fact that you take your wallet into a store and you sit it down on a table, that you should have known if you set that wallet on top of a table, somebody might take it. But that doesn't mean the person that took it takes your credit card, buys a television set, sticks it in their car and leaves, and then goes to three more stores spending your credit card. That doesn't mean they're going to getting out of prosecution if they get caught doing it. Ali Bashir talked crazy. The fans of Claressa Shields that support whoever that was justify in any way, shape, or fashion a targeted attack on a senior citizen with their back turned or however he was. You cannot defend Claressa Shields. And what happens when you do that? You make Claressa Shields look worse. You turn public opinion against Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields is a very, very talented fighter. She's a two-time Olympic, two-time Olympic champion. She's a unified champion at middleweight. She was going for belts in 147 pounds. Or it's not 147 pounds. It's super welterweight, whatever that weight limit is for women. Setting herself for a fight with Cecilia Brækhus. She was headlining a show on Showtime. And because somebody decided to bust open Ali Bashir's face, all of that goes away. But some people want to blame Ali Bashir for getting punched in the face. That might be true. Definitely he incited somebody's anger with the things that he said. But there's some things that are just flat out not defensible. And even if you think that it's okay to sucker punch a 71-year-old man or a 90-year-old woman or a 14-year-old boy, even if you think that it's okay to sucker punch any of these people who are in these classifications of human beings that we purport to protect, right? Women, children, the elderly. Even if you think that it is okay somehow to punch them in the face, you should at least keep your mouth shut about it. Because you know the saying, it is better to think somebody to think you're a fool. Keep your mouth shut and have somebody think you're a fool than to open your mouth and prove them right. There's no defending the actual person. that hit Ali Bashir. No defending it. No justifying it. None of it. Unless it comes out later that Ali Bashir threw punches at that person. And that person was actively in the midst of defending himself. Other than that, there's just no excuse for it. And Claressa Shields, you're not doing Claressa Shields any good. Because you're just going to dig people down into that on that point. Yes, Ali Bashir acted a fool. Yes, the sister acted a fool. No, Claressa Shields did not go out and hit anybody. You can make all those arguments. That's fine and dandy. I can agree with some. I can disagree with others. But you can't defend the guy, whether you knew him, didn't know him, and say, oh, it's Ali Bashir's fault that he got sucker punched, No, it's the guy that threw the punch's fault. Period. Anyway, it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section. We're going to disagree on this one if you can't see that. It's just going to be what it is. And with that, I'm out. Peace.